Do you want your business to mean more than just sales? Join the Community Pay It Forward family absolutely free. And when you join the Community Pay It Forward family with just a basic listing, you can turn your sales into hope, support, and community caring. You give your customers a chance to support a mission they care about just by doing business with you. It is simple. It is powerful, and it starts with you. Click on the link, add your business, and let's build something beautiful together. Because with your business and Community Pay It Forward, no one needs to go it alone when we all come together. Does this sound like your life? Scattered, jumping between tasks but never finishing. Saying yes when you want to say no. Avoiding hard conversations and holding it all in. It's time to stop overcomplicating life and turning it into your advantage. Experience T Now, a monthly membership designed to help parents, professionals, and dreamers like you conquer self-sabotage and thrive. Save your spot today. Get early access, a special gift, and start transforming your life. Because no one needs to go it alone when we all come together.
Hello world, my name is Z, or you can call me Mr. Z. I am a web developer, and I am also a consultant at Z World Webs. My one goal is to develop custom websites that are specifically catered to your organization's needs. I completely understand that building a website is an exhilarating, exciting, and significant step in connecting with your audience. Your organization has the potential to make a meaningful impact, whether it's supporting animal rights, advocating for equality, combating human trafficking, or honoring the brave individuals who have served our country. Your mission is too important to be held back by the challenges a website can present. And I am here to ensure that your website works for you, not against you. Whether it's maintaining, developing, or redeveloping a custom website that is specifically catered to your needs. And with that being said, I would be more than delighted to learn more about your organization and, of course, develop a website Z World is waiting for. Thank you.
Every car that rolls into your shop is more than just repair. It's someone's lifeline. Now, what if every repair could also be a lifeline for someone in need? When you join Community Pay It Forward, a portion of each job can help a family, veteran, or nonprofit without costing your customer anything extra. With the Shop, Click, and Pick program, your shop keeps cars running. Let's keep communities running too. No one needs to go it alone when we all come together.
Born into a real fight wasn't right. Where can she dream here? Took a hold of her life, left at night, stepping out of her fear.
Hey everybody, how's it going? Wednesday night, which means Community Impact. I want to say early to everyone, happy and meaningful Memorial Day. I also want to give a special shout out to all of our heroes, everyone who served our country, everyone who has got home safe, and those and the families of those who didn't get to come home at all. Thank you so very much for your sacrifice. Thank you so much for your just commitment to us, the United States citizens, for your service. I want to thank you. And I also want to make a plea to all you businesses out there. And I do this every year, and I know it's getting a little tiresome. But if I die on this hill, I die on this hill. Those who have died and that we're celebrating on Monday, they don't give a damn if you get $100 off a mattress. Can we please stop with the Memorial Day sales? Start them on Tuesday. Start them as the beginning of summer sales. Memorial Day sales are not for celebrating the sales of mattresses, sales of couches, sales of all these other stupid things. Therefore, it's for honoring our heroes, the men and women who have lost their lives, either in battle or like my grandfathers who fought wars long after they were out of the service, like my Uncle Barry, who battled with cancer until his demise earlier this year. It's to celebrate them. So please stop with the Memorial Day sales. Once again, it's a pet peeve of mine. If you disagree, I understand, but I will never, ever go somewhere that is celebrating a Memorial Day sale. They've lost. And this is almost I guess, now that I'm thinking about it, it's almost like people who get upset about Christmas. I guess. But this to me is even more important. Okay. We would not be here with the current life that we've got without these men and women who have sacrificed, who gave up of themselves. So, very important thing that we need to get taken care of right now. You see the QR code right up there? If you would like to help us beta test the brand new app, the Community Pay It Forward app, we need your thoughts. Michael, our app developer, one of great kid, did a great job. He and his team at ASU, Arizona State, go Sun Devils. Look at that, another devil I get to cheer for. The Sun Devils did a wonderful job creating an app. Now we need you to test it and find out what your thoughts are. So we can take and we can move this program forward. So we can take and we can turn this program into the best way ever to donate. So we need your help. Please scan the QR code, sign up today, become a beta tester. You'll be getting an email in your inbox in the next couple days from Michael March with the link to become one of our beta testers. This just lets you know what we're expecting and what you're going to be seeing. So this is for the Android only. We are still fighting with getting the procedures and everything else done with Apple. iOS, gotta love them. But so this is for an Android beta test only. So please do me a favor, sign up today. Let's do this. Let's get this out. Let's make it. Give us your thoughts. What can we improve? What do we need to do better? What do you love? What did you find a little difficult about it? So please scan the QR code. Let's test this out. We are doing things a little bit different now here on Community IMpACT. The shows are not going to be as long on most days. And tonight, in honor of Memorial Day, we are replaying and reintroducing one of the brand new shows to the PAC channel. My buddy, met him about year and a half, 2 years ago, Alan Holmes is out there connecting people every day. He's out there, he's very dedicated to trying to help children, veterans, and you. Alan came to me and he said, "You know what? I want a show, and I want it to be on the Pack channel. Can you help me?" And I was like, "Hell no!" Oh no! I was like, "Yeah, yeah, I will definitely do that." I love the guy, and I'm proud to be introducing his show to you tonight. Um, if you have any questions, I ask you to please get a hold of me by sending me a text message at 970-909-0751. 970-909-0751. I do need you to send me a text message before you call me. That way I can be in a silent room. Once again, due to my head injury, I have to be in a quiet room to hear you on a phone. So, the name of this show is the Master Connectors Corner. And I am now proud to introduce you to Alan Holmes with the Master Connectors Corner. Very, very excited today to launch a brand new show here on the Pack channel. Part of one of the things that we really want to focus on is doing good. Every single person in the world has aspirations to do good in some way. Um, well, this is one of those groups that you're seeing on your screen right now who focuses every day towards trying to do a lot of good. And Alan Holmes is the new host of his own show, and it's focused around giving, it's focused around veterans, and it's focused around doing good for others. So I am proud, as the founder of the Pack Channels, to introduce you to Mr. Alan Holmes. Alan, take it away, brother. This is all yours.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much, Zach. Love you, brother. Community Pay It Forward. Got to throw that in there. Here's the reason why I'm here. Alan Holmes, I specialize in community essence of resources business. I'm a U.S. Army 13 Bravo veteran, a proud veteran, and I take care of an amazing wife who has mental illness. Today is the very first show, the pilot show of a Master Connectors Corner. And when I say the Master Connectors Corner, it's not about me, it's about we. It's about a collaboration of resources. And over the years, I've met so many amazing individuals. And I want to thank you for all listening and tuning in for the very first show. Who knows what's going to come down the future, but it's going to be about giving, caring, elaborating, and just coming together, because it's not always about business. It's about checking in some folks. So you'll probably hear me throughout the along these times we're here together, eradicating poverty, ending mental health stigma, and educating on financial literacy. There's various resources, but it's always backed by a U.S. Army 13 Bravo veteran. Today, this individual who I actually, yes, you didn't think we're going to jump right into it, I guess, who is an amazing individual. He's actually the individual who's responsible for putting together, still a work in progress, but changing, ever so changing, Mr. Z. We love him dearly. Um, Mr. Z is somewhere in the, there he is. You'll know I have this sense of humor. Mr. Z, thank you for being my very first very first guest on this amazing platform, the Master Connectors Corner, partnered independently but collaborated with Community Pay It Forward, who's put together this. Someone in the world told me that there is a Z World called Z World Cares. Can you elaborate on a little bit where and how you got started with this mission?
Absolutely. I want to first and foremost, say thank you, Zach, and playfully saying General Allen for having me here. I really do appreciate being a part of the first takeoff of the Master Connectors Corner, and of course from a civilian like myself, thank you, General Allen, for your services. Your sacrifice does not go unnoticed, and your efforts to make this world a better place does not go unnoticed. Just like the community pay it forward, where we all come together, where no one ever feels alone. Thank you both, gentlemen, so much for not only having me here, but bringing your audience to a place where we can collaborate, share, and make this world a better place, whether it's civilians, veterans, and those who are seeking that hope to find a community where we can pay it forward with master connectors like yourself and community givers like the both of you. It's truly humbling. And thank you for the kind words about the website. It's a work in progress, like we all are, but we don't improve by just thinking or learning. We learn by doing and improving on a daily basis. So thank you, gentlemen, for having me here. Uh, Briefly about Z World Cares. Z World Cares was it's a passion project of mine, which was inspired by the idea of giving back to the community, and the community pay it forward did play a part in that. Of course, community pay it forward has a lot more experience with paying it forward, but the idea of Z World Cares is to show Z World that you care. And now you might be asking, what is this thing called Z World Cares? Well, it's a platform that allows nonprofits to accept donations, connect with sponsors, find volunteership opportunities, and more importantly, show Z World that you care. Now, you might be wondering, how much does this all cost? Well, if you're a nonprofit, the only cost there is to show Z World that you care about making a difference, whether it's supporting our ignored veterans, helping our survivors of human trafficking, bringing awareness to the Americans with Disabilities Act. Our world is slowly dying as we speak due to animal pollution and poaching, and the list goes on. And there's a lack of I can't say on behalf of the medical community, but there's a lack of research and awareness with Alzheimer's, dementia, and of course, people who are neurodiverse, who are just seen as different people who are not at the level that they should be treated. And of course, there's a lack of funding for the education system. And there are people like yourselves and those who are watching as well who want to show Z World that you care, but they just don't have. They may have a platform, but they don't have a direct platform to do it. And thank you for sharing that. So if you want to support or join as a nonprofit today, please visit www.zworldcares.org. And of course, more importantly, visit yourdestinybeginshere.com and the communitypayitforward.us. My correction, communitypayitforward.us. Thank you, gentlemen.
Wow.
Hey Z,
Zach,
my question for you is: are there any types of nonprofits that are that you have to be to join Z World Cares, or is it open to nonprofits of all sorts?
That is a great question. It's open to all nonprofits as long as they're open to doing good in this world without doing harm to others. And you may notice some individuals that you already have or know in your community. So, to answer your question, a nonprofit who wants to do good, even if they don't have it registered as a 501c3, it shouldn't stop them from sharing their mission to make Z World a better place. But thank you for asking.
wow, wow. Yeah, this is as we're looking over the screens, ladies and gentlemen, and children and organizations around the world. This is the reason why would actually help birth the idea independently of why I do what I do as the Master Connect and Master Connectors Corner. It is great organizations and individuals like Mr. Z and Z World Cares, and of course, Humanity Paid Forward. We're all collectively working together. Even we know, no, Mr. J, for just for clarity purposes, everyone knows that We always rev each other. I had the honor and privilege of getting out as a specialist, not a general, but he calls me general. So that is a just one to play on fun. But Mr. Z, as I'm looking through this amazing list,
Thank you.
what are some of the criterias that someone can, when they move forward, they're looking at this like, am I big enough? Or do I have this? How do I get started? There's a million different questions. And knowing you for almost 2 years, I feel like I've known you a lifetime, just like Mr. Zach uh, here. What are some of the basic expectations that someone can expect when they become part of Z World Cares?
Thank you for asking, and it really means a lot. And didn't want to step on your toes, but yes, you're absolutely right. Playfully, I like to call you General Allen because you have the leadership skills, like Zach, to help people find the right connections that they need without just throwing introductions. Well, the first criteria is just have a name, have a motto, and ideally, it's not required, but have a donation link. How can we give back and support your cause? And not to get into politics, but there has been some issues with lack of government funding because of your, not saying your, but their initiatives. I can't get into the details, but I did speak with a nonprofit recently where she runs a museum, and they were given a $250,000 grant because they were doing an initiative to support a certain community, and they just pulled the plug because we don't support that anymore. I can't say the name for confidential reasons, but the minimum requirement is just the name of your nonprofit, your motto, a logo possible, and ideally a donation link or a website if you have one. But great question. Thank you.
Absolutely. And and as we journey through the show and God willing future shows with the Master Connectors Corner, there are often individuals who again become this is a pilot show. Just to let you know, we may accidentally on purpose mention Z World Cares several times throughout those who are listening. Mr. Z, you let's step back a little bit because anybody knows me. I could go, brrr, but I want to step down a little bit and just say, you are always a passionate person, a giving person. You have given me uh, multiples of connections and contacts, and so now we're here to give back to you. Where did you get this insight, or where did it all start? Without going too far back in history, but halfway. When did you come up with this idea?
Well, thank you for asking. And given that you both are connectors to your own right, it's only fair to share why I started this in the first place before fire was invented. Z World Cares came with the idea of just a, having talking to a lot of nonprofit organizations, as you both do. There's just a lack of funding, there's a lack of awareness, and I don't want to be that person to say, well, I could build you a website. That's just going to add more problems to an existing problem. Why not bring the awareness that's out there? And just like the Community Pay It Forward program, which has a fantastic program, which allows nonprofits to get seen and pay it forward with his system. And of course, yours, General Allen, with supporting our nonprofits, whether it's our veterans or individuals who just want to give back, but they just don't know where to connect to with the Grandmaster Connector like yourself. So the idea where it came from was I know there's a lot of uh, nonprofit directories, but I noticed that you have to sign up. You only get to see 3 nonprofits a day. And unfortunately, it's only exclusive for certain people who want to see the data. Why not make it accessible to everyone? I know I'm gonna just hint to Zach. There are people out there that think the idea of accessibility on websites it's only for warehouses and storage containers. Well, why not make it accessible to everyone? And hey, it happens when people just happen to stumble upon a nonprofit. It's, oh wow, I didn't know this was a cause that actually happened, and I actually was able to find some. Well, not me. I'm sorry. Someone was able to find uh, this website organically just by searching support nonprofits, support veterans. Uh, how do I give back? And I just want to acknowledge that you both always encouraged me to give back to my community or our community, whether it's from New York, Colorado, to the straight out of Compton area of California. We have to give back, not because we have to, but it's the opportunity that we have. And I just want to put this out there. The reason why I enjoy working with nonprofits, and I'm like you both do, is our chances of being alive is 1 to 10 trillion. And if we're here today and tomorrow's not a guarantee, why not make it today to help a nonprofit in need while paying it forward like the both of you are?
Z, you were talking about accessibility, and I wanted to bring this up. And you and I, we have had our discussions with
Hmm.
individuals who don't understand what website accessibility is. But while I was in the middle of recording a podcast with two individuals who were sight impaired, I played one of our videos, one of the videos that I create, and I realized they were hearing nothing but music because there was no words behind that. So they were not getting any of the effect of the video whatsoever. All they were hearing was music. And that's what we talk about when we talk about accessibility. Is if your website does not have the ability for to take out movement. There are a lot of people that you're going to eliminate. They can't come to your website because the movement is distracting and it makes them not feel well or whatever. If you can't increase the font size or something like that, it's devastating to some people. And people are not going to sit there and go and find a magnifying glass and look for all these new fangled technology things that they need to do just to look at your website. They're going to move on to the next one.
Well said. And if I may interject, putting on a widget isn't going to solve every problem. It's seeing the purpose of making a website accessible. And we can talk about a whole conversation about accessibility, but more importantly, if you make it accessible to everyone, and I know exactly what you're talking about, Zach, no one's going to go out of their way to make it accessible for themselves. It should be there by default. And I want to acknowledge the both of you of your awareness and your efforts to be all inclusive, regardless of their visual impairment, hearing impairment, cognitive impairment, and ensuring that the information that you have is being shared with the world, regardless of what quote disability they have. It's your efforts that really make a difference. And I'm just going to vent for a bit. You don't need to use scare tactics to make your website or your application accessible. Just be who you are and be honest. Be human.
Yes,
Both of
that is coming from the second in command. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, if you're listening, I call myself a human search engine, but you see, that's where I get it from. You have to be human, be authentic, and the Master Connectors Corner happens to be authentic. Why? Because every so often we pull the rabbit out of the hat, like what I'm about to do now. Mr. Zach, who is a legendary community play forward founder and creator. You and someone named, I don't know, Mrs. Z, has amazing abilities to bring things together with compassion and and care. Z cares, hint, hint. And how are you making a little difference in your corner besides assisting your brother from another with the first ever the Mass Connectors Corner with someone of a project that both of you, yes, you knew it was coming for our little furry friends. Give So Good. Is that part of the uh, whole world? How did you two? Yes, I know you'll probably after I get off air here, but you two came together with a amazing gift for the ones who really care about the our little furry friends. How did you two come up with that idea? Uh-oh. I can't. Mr. Zach?
Yeah, I
Mrs. Zach?
actually have to
Oh,
give
no.
the creation of this to the big man Z. because he's the one who created Gifts So Good, and he brought me in. And anybody who follows my show knows I've got the fish in the background. I've got dogs running around all the time. Got a 27-year-old spider. My wife has a bird. We've got a cat. We've got two more dogs that you never see. So, I mean, it's just, we don't have a house, we have a zoo. So, and pets are so, one, important in your family, and two, they are vital in the survival of certain people. Um, and a lot of the research that I've done for like the 22-hour podcast, we've done it on animal therapies, and it's amazing to me the extensive output that pets can give you. I talk about it all the time. I'll sit in here in the mornings when I'm trying to get rid of my headache, trying to calm my headache down, and I'll just sit there and listen to the water in my fish tank, nothing else. And it's just nice and cool and serene and relaxing, and it helps me get rid of my headaches in the morning. And that's part of pet therapy. Of course, I've always got the dogs around that come and show their love. And look, a dog, I watched a video the other day of an animal that took and knew mom was going to have a seizure, and he walked up and it nudged mom, and it took and grabbed her shirt and gently pulled her to the ground. It went in and opened up the fridge, grabbed her a bottle of water, and then when she laid down, this dog laid down on her chest, just so laid his head on her chest, just so she knew that something was there. These animals are brilliant, and when Z brought this opportunity to me, uh to be part of this, you came to mind immediately because of your compassion. And this is just a way that we can turn, the expense of pet care into caring about others, and really focusing on the community pay it forward world, where we can turn a purchase into something so amazing.
Absolutely. And for those who are wondering what we're talking about at this point, Zach may accidentally on purpose put it up. So for it's on your destiny begins here.com. But Gift So Good is just another one of many resources that is part of the Master Connectors Corner, the Z Cares community. And I'm hoping that as each one of you out there listening, we encourage you to come up with your idea to be, I don't know, a guest on the Master Connectors Corner, because somewhere along the line, our journey is going to our paths are going to cross. And somewhere it may be in the Z World Cares. It may be in the community Pay It Forward. It may be in the Your Destiny Begins Here. Somewhere along you have a gift. So thank you uh, for being part of our world. This is pre-recorded, so we may see you somewhere in the near future, but get a hold of us as we come closing out on our very first Pioneer show. I am so honored again to uh, be part of the Gift So Good world. Make sure you pet your little ones. And when I say little ones, I mean the little furry ones. Our other little ones, the human kinds, the I'm big out to the world. See, I just come up with names, anything. Anybody, you'll get to know the show as we go on. But as we coming to a close here, any final thoughts, ideas from the legendary guest, unofficially, officially, you didn't expect it, Mrs. Z. Can you tell us, how do we get a hold of you? Oh, that's what I forgot. Should have asked at the beginning. How do they get a hold of the Grand Z?
Oh,
What is the best way to connect with you?
thank you. I just want to start by saying thank you so much again for having me here. It's like I got the first ticket to the first class seat in your private jet whether it's Dominion or to Caribbean. I really appreciate you having me here. If you'd like to get a hold of me, please do find me at the communitypayitforward.us /ZWorldWebs. You'll see me there, and please, if you're looking to connect, well, definitely reach out to my brothers from another mothers, or Zach, and of course, or as I like to call him, the good Z, General Allen, the Master Connector, or dare I say, the Grand Master Connector, who always be in your corner connecting. Thank you.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And Mr. Zach, the legend, the incomparable, the individual who came to me and allowed me to be a part of this and move it forward when I was in my little rabbit hole somewhere else.
Yeah,
How does
yeah.
someone get a hold of or support Community Forward and be a part of this whole world outside of the confines of this thing called internet or space?
You say uh, all these wonderful, wonderful things, and the truth is, you call me the man, the myth. I'll take and expand on that a little bit. The man, the myth. Hey, look, a squirrel. That's kind of the part that I play there. So how you can get a hold of me, and look, Community Pay It Forward, Community Dare to Care, and the pack channels is very, very honored just to be a small part of this, Alan, and have you come on and represent your heart on our channel, and really take and learn more from you, because we think that stories are so important. um, if we listen to people's stories, we can learn so much about not just them, but about ourselves. And so, having you on here to tell your stories, to tell the stories of your guests, I am so looking forward to that. But how you get a hold of me is by scanning the little QR code that's up in the corner there. And that is my For My card, which is one of our wonderful, wonderful giving partners, as are both of you. And so I just wanted to put that up there real quick. Hey, Alan, I did want to talk to you real quick and ask you a question, and make sure that you get a chance to explain a new program that you've got. That you've got an offer that you brought to me last week. Can you tell people about that?
Oh, if you're referring to the nonprofit, it's called Marketing Boost. It is one of many, many resources that uh, it has to do with incentives. And when we say the word incentives, it is not so much as the bait and switch incentives. It is the kind of incentives about coming from the heart. Whether you do business with us or not, we would like to give you and learn about a amazing tool called Marketing Boost. It's actually on Your Destiny Begins Here, and the one that we're referring to is has to do with the nonprofit sector, as we are here with the Community Pay It Forward. So many nonprofits are really hurting. They're needing donations that not big names. So I brought that one because in my humble opinion, it's an alignment what Community Paid Forward and Z Cares is all about, and what the Master Connected Corners uh, show is about. So that's what it is. It's something that definitely get a hold of me at area code 951-599-8141, or visit Your Destiny Begins Here, and you'll learn a little bit more so we can support great and amazing organizations that are making an impact in the world, like Z World Cares and Community Pay It Forward. This is what we do at Master Connectors Corner. We surprise you, we empower you, but it cannot be done without the grand finds and the great likes of Z World Cares and Mr. Zach Clayton here. Ladies and gentlemen, it is honor and privilege, and children of the world, thank you for being part of our pilot. Um, Reach out to or me or Zach, Mrs. Z, about your dreams and ideas. And somewhere along the line, you may be up on the screen here. We're looking for you because there's a guest coming up. She's an international speaker coming up very soon. Oh, she knows who she is. And if you want to know who she is, uh, prepare to look for in the near future, and stay on and stay in contact with the back channel, Z World Cares, and of course, Community Pay Forward. Ladies and gentlemen, any final thoughts? Oh, see, oh, there's no ladies in right here, but who knows? Ladies, you're always here. You're always welcome. The world is welcome if as long as you're honest, ethical, moral, and you behave yourself. If you're not, then we have to set you outside. Um, Zach, Mr. Z, final thoughts. Boy, in the closing, as much as I can run my mouth 8 hours, there's a world out there that has things to do called life. Behave yourself, be good to one another. I love you, honor you. The final thoughts go to two legends who, if it hadn't been for them, I wouldn't be here today. Mr. Zach, Mrs. Z.
I just know that coming up the first part of next month, we've got Jill Lublin, sorry, who's going to be joining us on the first show, on the first official show here. So we're really looking forward to that. We had some internet problems, or it was supposed to be in the can already, but we work around the internet. It doesn't work for us, right? So. But Alan, thank you for making me part of your first show. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you for sharing everything with us. And now, Mr. Z, I'll give you the last word.
Oh my goodness, thank you. Talk about zoos, and you can't spell zoos without a Z like myself. But and you're also a Z too, but a good Z. I want to say thank you, General Allen, for having me here, and Zach for putting this meeting together, and of course, talking to you both only ignites my passion to do good in this world. And if it's one thing or many things that you both teach me, is that we can always support others, but we don't have to do it alone. Hear their stories, help people. And if you need help yourself, there's no shame in asking for help. So I want to say thank you both very much for helping me get the Z word out there for Z World Cares, and for you both for helping me ignite my passion project, whether it's for pets, nonprofits, and doing good to our fellow man or humans. Thank you both so much for having me here. I don't take this for granted. Any opportunity to speak with great people like yourselves gives me a purpose in life. Thanks to the both of you. Thank you, gentlemen.
You're welcome. And until next time, we'll see you on the side of the Master Connectors Corner. If you have an idea, thought, or you have a inkling to be a part of it, let us know. Until next time, this is Alan Holmes, also known as Master Connector in the Master Connectors Corner, with my other brother from others, Mr. Z, Z World Cares, and Zach Clayton Community Pay It Forward. Behave yourself. We love you, honor you. See you next time.
It's kind of a groovy song. I like that song. Masters Connect Corner. I'm proud that Alan's part of our program here on the Pack Channel. You know what? You can too. If you sign with us and either a gold or a platinum membership, you can have your own show like we had last week with Mr. Les Simpson, right here with Alan, or every once a month that we have with Mr. Joel White, who's over in the UK, and we talk about the problems that men are going through. Joel is the founder of Rewired for Men. We have great conversations. It's really nice being able, as men. Look, let's be honest here. It it is confusing sometimes because it seems like the rules change quite often on what we can and cannot do. Okay, But the truth of the matter is, the rules have never changed. If you respect people, people are going to respect you. If you act like a complete asshat, well, sorry. You've got problems. And, we just need to treat people with respect. And that's really kind of where we're at. But Joel is really good at talking from his own experiences. Every single one of us could do a different show on something that we've done and how we worked our way out of it. And that's kind of what we're trying to do here at Community Pay It Forward, making sure that we give you that place that you can go and you can speak about something that's happened to you that you had to go through. And you've come out on the other end either better or for the worse. Look, and hopefully if you're coming out and you're needing a little more help, we can help you find that help. And that's really, today during one of our mastermind groups, the great Mr. Z, who you just watched there, he brought up a wonderful, wonderful question asking us, about referring businesses back and forth together. And, I think a lot of times, and I stated this, and so I'm just stealing what I've already said. But I think a lot of times in business, we really, really look at our bottom line on everything we do. Sorry about that. Didn't mean to pound the microphone there, but we really, really focus on the bottom line at all points in time. And I think we really need to kind of look at, did I get anything out of this meeting? Did I give anything in this meeting? Are people walking away from this meeting better, happier, fulfilled in any way? And then those meetings become successful. Every single one of us want to take and open a meeting and have that meeting end in a sale or a donation or a product, or a partnership in some way. Every single one of us wants to see every meeting turn transactional. If we could do that, great. Awesome. Fantastic. But we really need to kick back and say, you know what? Did I help someone on this meeting? Was I able to answer a question that they were, that they were starving for? And I think that if we look at that, there's no such thing as a bad meeting. Referrals become so much more important. I do want to thank you, Z, for that question. I think it was an awesome question. And I appreciate, I always appreciate the mastermind group. And it's a great time. I would implore you, if you are in business and you are looking to get a website done, you need to visit Mr. Z. If you're looking to get the word out about your company, I would implore you to visit Alan Holmes. If you need their contact information, just reach out to me and I will get it to you and make that introduction. I will be right back to close the show out. I want to thank you very much. And Alan, brother, congratulations on the brand new show. Do you want your business to mean more than just sales? Join the Community Pay It Forward family absolutely free. And when you join the Community Pay It Forward family with just a basic listing, you can turn your sales into hope, support, and community caring. You give your customers a chance to support a mission they care about just by doing business with you. It is simple, it is powerful, and it starts with you. Click on the link, add your business, and let's build something beautiful together. Because with your business and Community Pay It Forward, no one needs to go it alone when we all come together.
That's going to be it for me. I'm done for the this part of the week. I do want to let everyone know. I think, and I would love to get your response on this. I think over the weekend, what I'm going to do is I'm going to replay some of the recordings of the 22-hour podcast in honor of Memorial Day. I am thinking that that would be the best way for me to honor, and we're not going to have a live podcast this year on Memorial Day. I'm going to try to, I say this, but if I end up going to a service with the VFW or something like that, I may broadcast live. If I get a chance to honor somebody, I may broadcast live. Because I would like to put the focus back on our veterans. I do need beta testers. Scan the QR code above and become a beta tester. It's very simple. You scan that QR code, it's going to take you to just a little application. That application, very simple. You just take it, tells you what to expect, what we need, what we're looking for. Taken when you type in your name, that becomes your signature. Once that happens, my not my webmaster, my app master, Michael March, will be emailing everyone that signs up a link to download and be a beta tester of the Community Pay It Forward mobile app on um, Android. God, I couldn't remember what the hell it's called. I keep wanting to say Samsung or whatever. That's what I've got. This is, unfortunately, we're not quite there for Apple yet. So, but this is for Android. And so if you would like to join us and become a beta tester for the Community Pay It Forward app, QR code right above me. I do want to thank you all. And make sure that if you run a business, you jump in, get your business on in our program. Okay. Right now is the best time to do it. And you can sign up absolutely free by going to communitypayitforward.us, communitypayitforward.us. In the search bar, type in add listing. And it's going to take you to the page where you choose whatever package you want. You can get in absolutely free, or you can take advantage of some very, very inexpensive yet powerful tools that we're putting together. One of the things that I wanted to mention real quickly before I let everybody go, if you sign up to be a gold or a platinum sponsor right now, we are asking you to gift a membership to a mission partner, which is someone in the community, a nonprofit, or a family, or someone in the community that needs help. If you sign up for a platinum partner, we're even going to gift you a business partner silver package. So somebody gets to join us in a silver package, and you get to be the sponsor of them. So that's basically 2 listings for the price of your one very affordable membership partnership. So this right now is the best time to become a family member. Why? because we need giving. We need givers. And when people see that you care about what they care about, that's the best kind of marketing there is. Please, everybody, love somebody out there because somebody out here loves you. Always remember, if you're not helping someone, you're hurting everyone, because no one needs to go it alone when we all come together. If you've got an extra hoodie, you're not using it anymore, you're like me, you outgrew it a lot. A funny story here, and then I'll get back to my spiel. But the other day, my father apparently tried on my shorts, and I was like going, yeah, they became overalls on you. So if you got an extra hoodie that you no longer fit into, don't put it in a yard sale. Don't give it to a thrift store. Put it in the hands of somebody who's out there dealing with the elements. Make a little bit of extra food, too much food. Throw it in the old hillbilly Tupperware, hit it in the microwave, take it to somebody who's suffering or battling with hunger. These are small changes that mean absolutely nothing to you. This isn't money. It's nothing. These are things that are probably going to go to waste. But you can turn them into support for people in our community who need your help. You can show your love, your support for people out there, because you know what, folks, we're all we got. We need each other. Let's make sure we're doing this. My name's Zach Clayton, Community Pay It Forward, Community Dare to Care, and the PAC channels. I want to thank you very much, and we will see you on Wednesday. Once again, we're going to replay a couple hours of the 22-hour podcast on Monday. Happy Memorial Day. Thank you to all of our heroes out there. We love you. We hear you. We support you. Keep being the great people you are. Have a great, wonderful, wonderful weekend, folks. Be safe, be smart, and be loved.
Show me the way. You wanna hold the heart of Sunset Boulevard. Bring me here, 'cause it's not quite clear to be a part of Sunset Boulevard.